We are all feeling it, the pinch of higher prices at the grocery store. But there are delicious meals you can make at home using ingredients that are not so expensive. My next guest is an expert on that. Sean Davis, Chef Big Shake, the owner of Big Shake's Restaurants. Hey there, Big Shake. How are you?
How's it going? I'm doing absolutely wonderful today. How about yourself?
Well, we're great here in the Quad Cities, and we're happy to have you on. We saw you on the Rachel Ray show just a few days ago, and you were making your fried chicken that day.
I certainly was. My fried chicken and my world famous collard greens. Yes, ma'am.
Now, when it comes to chicken, would that be one of the things you'd put on the savings list here for the inflation busters?
Not at the moment.
Okay.
Unless you're going all dark meat using thigh meat. So there's several different cuts of meat, and there's still some go-tos that you can still use to save some money at the grocery store. I can't save it for you at the pump, but I can definitely help you out with the grocery store.
Okay. All right. Yeah, the gas station we'll work on later, right? Okay. So what do you want to show us first there that you say really can save us money if we buy the ingredients inexpensively?
Absolutely. Real quick and easy. Rice and pasta is still an old school go-to, right? Those prices really haven't changed much. Where you're going to get the hit is from your beef, your chicken, instead, but spaghetti and meat sauce, still an awesome way to go. You have your generic, and always buy generic. Don't go for the name brand stuff. Buy generic. Look for BOGOs, right? Mm-hmm. Your tomato sauce. You can still get a pound of pasta for 99 cents. That's what I found. Ground beef's a little expensive, $3.99 a pound, but this meal is $7.50 or less. Mm-hmm. You can still feed a family of 4. I love red beans and rice. I'm a New Orleans guy. I'm a lover of the flavors down there. I have classic red beans. Some rice is still cheap, 99 cents a pound. You can still get turkey sauces for $1.99 for 13 ounces. It's still a great meal, and this comes underneath $5 to feed a family of 4. Now, before you hit the grocery store, I like to tell people, check what you got in your inventory first. Open up your cupboards, right? See what other canned foods you might have to add to the meals that you're going to get from the grocery store. Don't always go there on a mission, I'm going to buy food, because you're always going to overspend.
That's so true, Sean. I think we all do that. You forget what you have in your own cupboard, and you go out and you rebuy everything. And if you're really trying to be smart, you need to clean that cupboard first.
I think last week I cleaned my cupboards. I found about 15 cans of canned corn, green beans, all kind of stuff. So, yeah. But I'm a constant buyer. I love food, so I'm always eating. So I'm always excited to try new food. That's my issue.
Yeah, well, it served you well as a chef, because I know you've got, 5 restaurants with a couple more coming on soon?
We certainly do. Big Shake's Hot Chicken and Fish. We have 3 locations here in the Nashville area, 2 down inside Huntsville, Alabama. And we've got a couple of growing in the new Illinois area and also California.
Well, when we get down there, we're gonna have to try it. But I love that the idea that you mentioned about the red beans and rice, which that's so southern to us. There's not much of that around here, but we can do it here. Yeah. Why not? We should break up our routine, right?
Break up the routine, find new dishes, and if you have any more ways to go to inflationbustingrecipes.com. There's several recipes on there for under $10 to feed a family of 4. There's all kind of ideas that you can use. Take the kids with you. Let them start budgeting with you. But plan those meals. You got to plan the meals beforehand before you take off running to the grocery store. Yeah. That's the most important thing.
Sean, I want to back up on something you mentioned about buying the generic or store brand pasta sauce. Do you really see no difference between that and some of these higher end? Because there's a whole bunch of pasta sauces out there now, right?
You can spend $1.79 for 24 ounces, up to $8.99 I've seen. Listen, if you're on a budget, taste is not really the thing that's going to stop you from eating, right? If you're on a budget, you're trying to save money. You're trying to fill your stomach. You're trying to feed your kids. You don't have to look for the taste. If you have ingredients at your house, chopped tarragon, different spices, oregano can really amp up these generic sauces that you find on the grocery shelf. So there's other ways to get to that good taste without spending the big bucks. Check out your ingredients inside your kitchen.
Yeah, that's good. I like your suggestion of just adding some of your own Italian seasoning or whatever, or basil or whatever, or a little more garlic, because that's probably all those higher jarred brands have, right? Just a little more of that seasoning.
Just a little more of this, a little more of that is going to make that bottle or that jar a little bit more expensive. But let's face it, we're trying to save some money. We're not trying to go for the best flavor out there, not the most expensive out there. But I can guarantee you spend a day with me in my kitchen, I'll show you how to get that expensive taste without the cost hitting your pocket. But again, salt, pepper, seasoning, you can find them inside your pantry, and start utilizing those before you start spending those big bucks.
That's awesome, Chef. Thank you so much. We just showed a little video of you with our friend Rachel Ray, and you made your famous fried chicken. So you can catch that online, you guys, on the Rachel Ray website if you want to see Sean's recipe for that. But shopbigshakes.com is where you can go. And there's our Big Shake. Yep. We met him today, and he's full of great ideas for saving money, which is an awesome thing, Sean. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you. Thank you for having me. And again, if you're looking for more recipes, inflationbustingrecipes.com.
Good stuff. Thanks. Thanks, Sean.
All right.
Bye.